also just broke ground in October of last year on the Emerging Aviation Technology Center. Tell us about that and how that's going.
Well, it's actually been, we completed an additional 2 buildings since you were here, just large hangars. And then the Emerging Aviation Technology Center is a 3-story building that will be the hub of what we're doing. And so it'll have the labs, telemetry rooms. We're building a very large remote operations center. We have things like operations trailers where we can do that now. We have a small operations center in one of the hangars, but we'll have it will be top-notch world-class facility. We're building a fabrication facility right next to that. The fabrication facility will be active in July. It'll be completed. We'll be starting to work on that. So it'll be a state-of-the-art, sort of like a makerspace on steroids. It'll be a very nice fabrication facility. There's some other initiatives that you can't announce yet, but that will be happening as part of that. But this will basically serve as just the nerve center of everything. So if you think about the way people want to test, if you've ever, in your career, you understand how the military test ranges work. Long missions, long days, you want to stay there for weeks. One of the big things that we are doing is we're building a RV park, because a lot of the contractors and partners we have like to bring RVs and stay for the whole time. So we're building an RV park as part of that. So by January of 2025, the phase 1 is what we're calling will be completed. Phase 2 will be quite a few more hangars. And if you see that upper right-hand figure there, that left side is phase 2. The right side is really phase 1. There are a couple of buildings that's not shown on the right. That particular chart's not updated, but there's been quite a bit happen. We also have our own radar system. So we've built out our own ground-based radar network. We've built out our own ADS-B receiver network throughout the reservation. We've built out our own C2 communications radio network as well. So we have multiple bands, including the protected C-band where we have a license. So we're thinking very holistically about all the things we need. As we're initially building out our infrastructure, we're thinking about that corridor, because what we're building on the corridor is actually an infrastructure corridor. But we have an eye on ubiquity, which means we want to function across the entire Choctaw Reservation. And what you're seeing there in that particular figure, there, and other thing may be going down, but what you were seeing there is the largest permission for BVLOS that we've been granted by the FAA so far, which is a 43-mile corridor, but from McAllister, the upper northernmost city in the reservation, to a city called Atoka, which is sort of in the middle, and that is roughly half of that longer-term corridor. So we can fly that now. We haven't yet. We're still going through some safety work we're doing internally, but we do have that permission now, and it's one of the longest, largest in the country so far for BVLOS.